Welcome back to Beyond the Diamond. It's Friday. We're live. It's July 4th. Happy birthday, America. Go Stros.
Go Stros.
Taking on the Dodgers. Let's get it. All right. We have a lot to get to today. There's a Rockies matchup. There's a Dodgers matchup. There is 4th of July stuff. There's Cam Smith on fire.
2 hours in.
Yeah, there's a lot of games happening today. We have a wheel to spin for giveaways. We have a lot of people going on the wheel. And then, we have a lot to talk about.
McCullers day today.
McCullers on the bump. What is up, chat? What is up? Go Astros. Yes, sir. What's up? What's up? Let's get everybody in here.
Got some big shoes to fill for Dez, but that's, metaphorically speaking, he's like a size 7.
Damn, just coming out hot. When did you write that one?
3 nights ago.
Yeah. All right, let me make sure we're live. We're good. I left my laptop at home, so I feel naked. Okay, we're good. All right, people. How are y'all? How are you today, Damon? We're good. Astros, Dodgers, Altuve going deep tonight. I can feel it. Yeah. I did almost put money down on the Altuve home run.
There's some things you just know, like Springer owning the Yankees. You see that?
Yeah.
2096 OPS, 4 home runs, 4 games, 4-game sweep.
Jesus,
that's good.
That's a good week.
I think Yankees are like 6 games behind us now.
They are.
It's crazy.
Yeah, Yankees have fallen off. Toronto is a game up in the AL East. Who saw that coming on July 4th? Toronto being ahead in the AL East with the Orioles down 11.5 games.
Probably the same guy that saw Tony on the plane to Toronto,
Oh, yeah. Or the guy who saw Yordon on the plane, and Yordon just told him everything that's going on with his wrist. Just some random guy. Joey Chestnut just down 70.5 hot dogs.
Sickening.
70.5?
Did he throw up half of it?
No, there's no way. Is that the record? I don't know what the record is. Look up the hot dog record. Yeah, look up the hot dog record.
Dude, he's got to.
It's what Dez would have wanted.
Every year, I feel like he's getting past his prime, but he keeps breaking his record.
Just like Altuve.
19 career appearances, 1,214 hot dogs.
I can beat that.
Yeah.
Well,
go down and
Strochachos. That's tonight. Nice. Yeah, Cobos. If you haven't seen his banner, he is doing a 999 challenge at Cobos tonight for the Astros Dodgers game. So if you think you can do it, get over there. He's doing smaller beers, guys. People were like, "Oh my god, people are gonna be throwing up all over," and people might, but they'll have trash cans. It'll be all right. It's fine.
So he ate.
They thought of it.
He ate 70.5. Second place was 46.5.
Yeah,
it's just disgusting.
He misses competition. He's like, he probably has a picture of Kobayashi on his wall and just looks at it and is like, It's like when you don't have your nemesis. Over under was 71.5. Oh, do we need to investigate Joey Chestnut?
His record's 76 in 2021.
76, okay.
Yeah, the decline is real.
Do we need to investigate Joey Chestnut?
I don't know. Is
this
a Luis Ortiz situation?
Yeah, he knew the over under, and he was going to grab that last hot dog, but he was like, no.
I don't know though, because listen to this. After that 2021, he had a rough 22 and 23, and then didn't even, 2024 he didn't even go. So 63, then 62.
Oh, so that is kind of a return. That is kind of a return back to form.
Comeback eater
close
of
to
the
it.
Year.
Comeback eater of the year. That's a sentence you don't want to say. Yeah. So we have a lot to go over. Let's talk about the Rockies matchup. Let's talk about our boy Cam Smith.
Is he doing something? I haven't been watching.
Right. I know you've been watching because I know you have the numbers. Break out the numbers for the people.
All right. So going into that Phillies series, this is a team that drafted him. Cam was hitting 266 with a 734 OPS,
which is fine.
That's what you want out of your rookie. Your rookie's getting into it.
Mm-hmm.
Cam, over his last 7 games, 6 of which are multi-hit games, he's hitting an even 500 with a 1369 OPS. He's got it. He's got his batting average up to a 291 and his OPS up to an 808.
808 heartbreaks. I almost made that graphic. I should have done another Cam Smith cover album.
Not to mention he's hitting over 350 with runners in scoring position this year. 38 RBIs, just so you know, your rookie of the year.
I mean, who knew going into the season he's hitting cleanup? If you told me when the Kyle Tucker trade happened, one of the players from that trade would be hitting cleanup, I'd say, okay, Isak Paredes is hitting cleanup. There's no way I would ever. When we made the trade, we looked into Cam Smith and we were like, oh, he's really good. Like, that's a really good prospect. Like, awesome. Maybe we see him next year. Yeah, maybe we see him next year or something like that. No, he just has
hype around him, just kept building and building, and now he's just arrived.
And the hype is real.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have knock on wood, he could have an awful second half of the year and still have an overall good rookie season for a 22-year-old.
For like 60 RBIs or something.
Yeah, like yeah. I'm really excited with Cam Smith. Now you just have to find another wrist for Yordon to have. Anybody want to donate a wrist for Yordon?
Yours.
No, both my wrists are fucked, so not mine. Anybody with a healthy, good wrist, we want to do like a transplant. That'd be great. That'd be really great. I'd love to have my man back on the field, my boy, Yordon.
So he got transferred to the 60-day IL on Wednesday.
Yeah, it was retroactive.
Yeah, so they haven't put a bat back in his hand yet, but
they said it's positive news that it's just inflammation, whatever.
The fracture's completely healed.
Yeah, the fracture's healed, which is like, so what's going on? Is there more goblins in there or whatever they said for Bregman? With the current lineup, Cam is locked into that 4 spot. Absolutely.
Yep.
At minimum, he works a good at bat and puts bat on ball.
Right. And he's taken that like he has a really good 2-strike approach. He gets down 0-2 or 1-2, 2-2. He's battling every single time. He's got a little bit of that Paredes, like taking 5 or 6 pitches every at bat.
Yeah. Let me look at this. They just said MLB posted the team of June, and Hunter Brown was not on it. Where did they post that? Team of June. Oh, I see. It's a team of all MLB, and technically Zach Wheeler had a better month than Hunter. I'll concede that. That's okay. I'd like to see Jake and Paredes swap. Yeah, I think I would like to see that. I think I like Paredes in the 2-hole because then that allows whoever's in the first spot to do whatever they want without fear of like, if I swing at the first pitch, I know the guy behind me is not going to swing at the first pitch. He's gonna give the guy some pitches. Happy 4th. Give me O'Hearn and a healthy Yordon. Absolutely, Michael. For me, that is like ideal. O'Hearn, Brandon Lau, or sell the farm for Ketel Marte. Sell the farm and 3 big leaguers, whatever it takes.
Speaking of trades, we called up Shea Whitcomb. We called up Zach Short. Meanwhile, Bryce Matthews is kind of tearing it up down there. Is that
he is?
Is that kind of an indication? Could Bryce be on
I don't think so. My take about Bryce is Dana's baby. Bryce is Dana's first draft pick as the Houston Astros GM. Was it the first round or second round? It was late first round, right?
Yeah,
I think so. So he's his baby. So he is taking, his time. He's not going to call Bryce up for a 10-day cup of coffee and then send him back down. He's not like going to be the call up, send down guy. One, you don't want to waste his options,
right?
Just in case. And then two, you want him to have that build where when he comes up, it's his spot, whatever the spot is.
Right. And also, he's right now they're saying his bat is there, but they don't want to take a downgrade on the second baseman.
Yeah, he's still learning second.
Right. So he's primarily second base and shortstop, but you have with the move from of Altuve to left field, Astros have 2 Gold Glovers at second base, and we have the third highest outs above average, only down to the Jays. And
I mean that's what they wanted. We've been saying it all year. The Astros wanted an elite infield defense with all their ground ball pitchers, and with Jake Myers in center, they felt like they can get away with sticking Altuve in left and having a better overall defense. And I think it's worked in that aspect. Altuve has been, struggling, but somebody said, who is it? Will said, are the D-backs selling? I feel like Marte is a long shot, a very long shot. Yeah, Marte is. I mean, that's like less than half of 1%. Right. That's just my dream. He's like the Astros got Greinke. Like if Ken Rosenthal tweeted the Astros got Marte, it would explode the AL because they would clearly immediately have the best team.
We would win 105 games.
I think the D-backs are going to be selling. I don't think they're going to be selling Ketel Marte, but they are going to sell.
They're going to be selling pitchers.
They're fourth in a very stacked division, and they're not doing well. And I think they're going to want to kind of retool for next year.
It's tough because they went and made some big signings that really just didn't pan out.
Yeah.
Erod and stuff like that. It's just
Bryce is safe. Yeah, Bryce is safe. I don't think they're trading Bryce. He's probably like the only untouchable in our farm, unless it's for a really big, unless it was for like a Ketel Marte.
Right. So does that mean you're moving a Walter Yannick, or you're moving?
Yeah, I mean, I think any other prospect is touchable, and then probably a Chas McCormick or one of the you get you get Javier back or something, and you feel like you can move like a Colton Gordon or something. Yeah. Or a Walter, or one of those guys that you've shown and proven like, oh, we made this guy like a big leaguer, like he's a big league pitcher for you. It's still not a whole lot, but
Chaz dealing with an oblique.
Yeah, he's reported to Sugarland. He's going to start rehab.
Nice.
I just feel better about McCullers. Oh, I wish I feel better about McCullers, but 28 balls and 7 strikes is borderline. Yeah.
The thing is, we got a little bit of inconsistency right now in McCullers' start, but Ben Kasparius, what you don't realize is Dodgers are up there with the Astros. Yeah. We're fighting for the most injured teams of all time.
Both the Astros and Dodgers have entire rotations on the IL.
So,
I mean, I think, yeah, you're right. McCullers versus Kasparius can go either way.
Right.
I think McCullers is going to show up. He's the type of guy that usually kind of competes against good teams.
Though I'm not thinking this is going to be anything like the Phillies series. This is going to be a loud Dodgers crowd, and this is going to be bats.
It's McCullers on the road. They showed this stats the other day. But McCullers' stats on the road is just way better. Yeah. I'll pull them up here. But the main thing with Lance is he's a different pitcher now. It's going to take him some time to kind of figure it out. Like he can't pitch like he's used to his entire career. He has to kind of learn to pitch almost like the Greinke way. When Greinke, got a little older, even though it's happening younger for Lance, but it's because his arm is probably 6 years older than his body is. Right. Home and away splits for Lance. So far away in 3 starts, he's pitched 13 2/3 innings, 9 hits, 5 walks, 13 Ks, 0 earned runs.
Wow.
So his issues have been at home, and I think Lance thrives on a road crowd. And as long as you have to look out for him tipping pitches. The Dodgers are really good at finding that. And he just has to throw strikes. I mean, like you said earlier, he has to figure out how to work. He still has movement. His stuff is moving like crazy. He just doesn't have that 96 anymore. So he's kind of having to learn to pitch a little differently, and let the changeup kind of fall off and not overthrow it, because you want to have that difference of velocity between your fastball and your off speed.
The important thing for Lance is landing that first pitch strike.
Yeah,
because when he's doing that more often than not, you start the hitter in the wrong count, and then Lance can work it. He can throw some pitches just outside the edges. But this is not a team that swings and misses over everything, and they've got power all the way down their lineup, even with Muncy.
It's going to be extremely tough. It's going to be an extremely tough matchup, but I think you can do it. Is this Michael asks? Is this our last matchup? Mouse died. Is this our last matchup against possible NL opponents? Let me look.
Before the All-Star break?
Well, for the season, I think is what he's asking. Washington, Marlins, another Colorado series. Why do we face Colorado twice this year? That's so random. I mean, I'll take it. Yeah, I mean, this is the last. I guess we play the Braves towards the end of the year in September, but they're not really in it.
Right.
So yeah, this would be the last matchup of a potential. If you made it to the World Series, you probably would have faced the Mets, the Phillies, the Cubs, or maybe the Brewers or the Dodgers, and they face all these teams. I think the Brewers are the only team. Did they lose a series of Brewers? I want to say they did. Yeah, let's get to more questions. Need to raise the struggle in July so that they'll want to trade Lowe. Lau would be ideal. I think he would be. Yeah, he would. Him and Cattell are like the two, because the Astros need a left-handed second baseman. I've been saying this. That's exactly what I want.
There's something about the Rays that just every single year, like, they're not flashy. They're just the model of consistency. Who is your short-term higher pitcher and long-term higher pitcher to trade for? That's tough. Because if the Diamondbacks are selling a guy like Zach Gallen, see that?
It would cost too much.
Yes.
Like, the Astros have very little. We know this. Everybody knows the Astros have limited ammo when it comes to trades, and so it's like, do you want to spend all that ammo on a pitcher when you potentially have Javier coming back, maybe Luis coming back, you have Arrighetti coming back, you have JP France maybe coming back. You already have a stable of pretty good starting pitching. I mean, the Astros have, it fluctuates. You have a guy like Colton Gordon or Walter, one of them might have a start where they give up 6 earned runs, but they still give you 5-6 innings, and that's their starting pitching is put them in positions to win games consistently. I mean, look at their record right now. So.
I will say, I don't like yesterday Espada trying to steal outs with a fresh arm.
That was
I think it cost us the game, 5-5, and Rockies are at their best in a series finale. They have now won 11 of their 20 wins at the series finale. So, Jordan Weems gives up those 2 runs going into a second inning, and he was laboring a little bit. I know that you want to save your arms for what is potentially a better matchup, a tougher matchup, but at the end of the season, a win is a win, and we got a loss yesterday.
Yeah, no, it's tough. I'm not gonna. That's not one that I'm gonna dwell on because I get what they were trying to do there. Yeah. They were trying to, it was a day game. You're trying to let your arms rest a little bit. Abreu and Hader, the last 2 series, and then the beginning of the Rocky series, they had thrown, I think, 5 out of the 7 or 8 days, something like that. I mean, it was a lot. They were throwing a lot. So they're trying to give them more than one night off. I would have liked to have maybe seen if maybe Okert could come out there.
King.
maybe King, like somebody other than. I thought as soon as Jordan Williams gave up that triple that we got the out at the plate,
right.
I was like, all right, time to pull him.
That's still a 5-5 game at that point,
Yeah.
and it's runner on third, 2 outs.
Yeah, it was 1 or 2 outs. I was like, all right, it's time to pull him. Like that's like you got as much as you could out of him. Like now you bring somebody else in. It's still a tie game against the Rockies. This is a very winnable game, and instead he kept him out there, and he immediately gave up a single, and then even got another run in. So that was kind of frustrating, but it's one of those things where you're in the middle of the season, your hands are kind of tied, and you're trying to. You're playing for the next series, not necessarily the next game, because it's like I get it. Yeah, you don't trade. A win is a win. So like a win against the Rockies or 1 win against the Dodgers. I don't think it's not that black and white. I think it's more saving them from a day game against the Rockies so that they're fresh to be able to go maybe 2, maybe even all 3 Dodgers games.
Right.
So it saves you. Yeah. Walter just sucks. Let's be real. I don't think Walter sucks, but I do think. I mean, it was just it's Colorado.
In Colorado,
even Hunter Brown was saying that his stuff was not playing and moving how it should.
And Hunter Brown kind of knows how to adjust mid-game,
Yeah.
unlike
Well, Hunter has won the stuff like he has nasty. I mean, Walter's not. I'm not saying Walter is a Hunter Brown. I'm just saying Hunter Brown with his stuff and his experience now. He's basically a veteran now.
Right.
With his experience, he was struggling, and he barely made it to 6 innings, 3 runs, 2 runs.
2 runs.
So I think Walter and was it Gordon the first game?
Yeah, Gordon.
They both experienced that same thing, but they just don't have the as deep of a well to pull from to get through those situations.
Rockies' offenses just looked a lot better than it did beginning of the season. They're stringing together some hits, and that top of the lineup actually is pretty good. I mean, you got Estrada, Goodman, and like a McMahon up top.
Goodman is a fucking stud.
Yeah,
Hunter Goodman. He didn't make is he the starting NL catcher for the All-Star game?
I don't know. He should be.
No, it's Will Smith. It's Will Smith. I remember seeing that now. Yeah, it should be Goodman.
He's over from acting.
What does the World Series matchup look like to you, and should we retool for that matchup specifically at the deadline? I don't know if I would think that early. Still a lot of season left, but I would start looking that direction. Definitely
the top team in the American League.
I think by closer to the deadline, closer to the end of this month, you can start looking that way. If they continue to build this lead, I mean, what is it up to right now? It is
in the AL West, I think it's
7 games. Yeah. So if by the deadline you have that up to like a 12-game lead, something like that, and you're like close to securing, or you're in a good place with the second seed or first or second seed, right, then absolutely. Then you're like, okay, what do we need? Is Arrighetti healthy? By the end of this month, we'll know a lot about, is Arrighetti back or ready to come back? Is Javier like starting a rehab assignment or something? Is Garcia where are we at with who is our third and fourth starting pitchers in the playoffs? Because we obviously know the 1-2, but if it gets to the point where they're like,
who's starting game
3, yeah, and is it worth like trading? Do you trade Arrighetti or somebody else to get somebody for this year? I don't know. I wouldn't, but it's just that's the stuff that you would start considering.
They asked us on the broadcast this week. I want to see your opinion. So, game 3 in the playoffs, you only have our healthy starters to choose from. Who are you riding with
right now?
Yeah, going McCullers, Gordon, Walter.
I'm going Gordon.
Going Gordon for game 3.
I think Gordon.
It's tough because you lose one of those first 2 games.
I mean,
a 5-game series.
That's going to really change in the next couple weeks. I need to see if Lance figures it out. I fully believe that he can. I think he's learning a whole new. He's a whole new pitcher right now. It's only been a few starts after 2 years of not pitching. So I'm giving him at least 5 more starts. If the next 4 or 5 starts he gets blown up every start, then sorry, dude, love you. Like that's probably it. But I don't think it's going to happen. I think he's going to continue to figure things out. He might have another blow up, but he might have like 2 or 3 solid starts in there.
Still, the great thing is with the Astros just consistently winning, he's got a much longer runway.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, right now it would probably honestly be Des said Framber, but I'm going Hunter Brown game 1.
Yeah.
Framber Valdez game 2. And then my game 3 would probably be a piggyback situation. Game 3 and 4 would be piggyback. It would be probably Lance for 3, 4, depending on how he's pitching.
Okay.
And then you bring in Gusto. And then game 4, I would go Gordon. No, I'd probably flip it so that they're, depends on the matchup, but I'd probably flip it so it's righty lefty. So I'd probably go Lance and then bring in Gordon or something like that. And then I'd start Gusto and then bring in Walter. Like, depending on the matchup, I would probably piggyback. That's probably where we would have to go with it currently. Nobody who is injured besides Pena play any meaningful games for that. Are you not a pitcher who loses? The Rockies is not going to get Scott Boras. He's decent, okay. Oh, somebody asking. I don't know what he's talking about. My spicy take is the Cubs over Dodgers on the other side. Absolutely. Cubs, I think, are the team to beat this year. The Dodgers, if they get some of their pitchers back, sure. Right now, with the current lineup, current matchup, I would take the Cubs over Dodgers.
The Dodgers completely healthy might win 162 games, but that is their curse. Like that's the
trade off with the gods.
Yeah, that's the monkey's paw. You know? You're gonna have your players be injured for a total of 2,000 days. You know?
Yeah,
it's crazy because they're already up to I think well over 1,300 days, and that was before Max Muncy's gonna be sidelined for 2 months.
Only 2 months after that?
That's what they're saying.
That's got to be more than that.
They're saying
his knee. Did you see the video?
Yes.
You see the side angle?
They're saying no torn ligaments.
How?
I have no clue.
I tore 2 ligaments fucking at 11 years old playing catcher, and I just a fat kid ran me over, and I fucking he pushed me all the way to the backstop because I was a stick.
Sandlot situation.
Yeah, I was literally, I don't know why they had me playing catcher. I was literally like fucking probably like, I don't know, 75 pounds. And this big dude hits dingers. Like he's a dude. He came fucking. That was back when you could run people over. Back in my day. And I got the out. I held on the ball. I was proud of that for a while. I held on the ball, but he sent me to the backstop. I was standing like this, and he hit my legs in a certain way, and I fucking tore 2 ligaments in my knee.
The most like 2005 baseball movie of all time.
I was like, I got it. I got the out. But yeah,
the ump didn't see. Meanwhile, you.
Yeah, nobody's paying attention to me. I always like the idea of our best pitcher going game 2 when Framber is good enough to compete in game 1.
That's
I don't. You know, honestly, you could sell me on either direction with Hunter Brown or Framber. I will say, I think Framber. I don't know. I would go game 1 with whoever you think, especially in an ALDS, whoever you think can go on short rest better, which maybe that's Framber. Yeah.
It's a great dilemma to have. Who do I start game 1 and 2? They're both great pitchers. Like,
oh yeah,
what a great situation.
Yeah, I mean, same thing with it's like 2019 all over again with.
So if the Cubs in this so if they're saying Cubs the World Series matchup, what are we lacking? I think pitching depth, but the Cubs are lacking pitching depth, and I think our bats can get caught at the right time.
Honestly, right now, this team currently, when healthy, especially on offense, and like if you get Eric Gaddy back, I put them against almost any team. The only team I'm scared about in the leagues, not scared, but like would be like a tough matchup in my opinion, would be the Tigers.
Right.
They have a really pesky lineup and really good pitching and a great bullpen. That's tough. But yeah, I mean, you saw the Astros just took 2 or 3 of the Cubs. I think they can handle that.
Right? What are we missing? We're missing a guy named Yordon Alvarez who could be back
Yeah.
around that time. And
if you're on, I don't care if Yordon doesn't come back until September 28th, as long as he's ready to hit in the playoffs. Having an elite lefty and righty to start a playoff series is a great spot to be in. I agree.
Yep.
That's, I think, so important, especially, honestly, who you start game one might have to do with the lineup of the team you're facing.
Right.
If they're a bunch of lefties, maybe you want to start Framber and have a better chance of getting off to a game one win. I don't know. I mean, either way, you pitch either one of them can be great for you. More scared of Tampa Bay Rays. I agree too. Yeah, Tampa Bay. Yeah, Tampa Bay is a good matchup. You kind of just hope they fall off. They trade you Brandon Lau and you never see him again, and you don't have to face them in an important game.
I don't want to have to see Pete Fairbanks. That guy scares the crap out
of me. We won a series against Detroit earlier. Yeah, I mean, you can't really take that much stock in a regular series.
Astros played
matchup.
Good against good teams.
I'm pretty sure I want to say no. I think they lost to the Tigers last year in the regular season. Yeah, you mostly just have to look at their two rosters and two lineups and say who matches up well against who. Yeah, Tampa Bay is tough. Honestly, you don't.
Game 7 in 2020 still haunts me.
You don't want to talk about it, but I mean, the Yankees have a tough lineup when they're on. They just, one, injuries, two, they make some really dumb mistakes, and Brett Boone is an awful manager. Aaron Boone, not Brett Boone.
Yeah,
his
and
brother.
3, the best player to maybe ever live, the best hitter to maybe ever live, doesn't he packs his bags in September.
That's true. Yeah, Aaron Judge loves Cancun in October. The last series with the Tigers, we took who to won in April. We see them again in August in Detroit. Yeah, I'm excited for that August series. Yeah. That might be when we get to that series. That might be playing for the 1 seed at that point.
Right.
Yeah, we didn't face Scooble in that Detroit series.
Everyone's talking about barely won it. Skeen Scooble, how they were mad they missed that matchup. Much better matchup would be Hunter Brown versus.
Oh, Hunter Brown Scooble in August. That might be playing for the Cy Young.
Yeah,
because they're right there with each other.
I'll be honest. There's a reason why my 3 favorite numbers are 1, 8, and 2, and not 2, 1, and 4. You know why? Because only one of them leads. Only one of them leads. The majors in ERA.
Yeah, I can't believe I know ERA is not end all be all. And Scooble has looked amazing. All of his other stats, his walk rate, his WAR, everything else, Scooble is incredible at. But I feel like Hunter Brown's ERA is getting discounted. They're like, oh, he's lucky or whatever. No, he's allowing less runs, which is the whole point of a pitcher. That's pretty important. All right. Run through some of your notes.
I'm gonna look.
I know you had some notes and you want to run through those. I understand you guys will never give the Dodgers their flowers, but the Cubs are good, but won't beat the Dodgers in a 7-game series.
Scooble FIP is a 198.
I think the Cubs would. Yeah, Scooble's FIP is incredible. I think the Cubs could beat the Dodgers in a 7-gamer. I think it'd be tight. I'm not saying that the Cubs are head and shoulders above the Dodgers.
Would we go to a Scooble Brown matchup? If it was in Houston, yes. I don't know if I will ever go to Detroit in my life.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going. Well, I'm not like anti-Detroit. I'm just not flying to Michigan in August. Apollo Boys. Oh, yeah, you said that. Behind Scooble Diver. Skeens is the second best pitcher in the league. Maybe.
I understand you guys will never give the Dodgers their flowers. But
yeah,
the Cubs are good.
Yeah, I mean, it could go either way. I think healthy Dodgers, yes, if they had the pitching. Right now, the Dodgers pitching is.
I don't think we're tough. All in on hate on the Dodgers because kind of feel a little bit of sympathy because we're going through the same thing with the injury woes, but the Dodgers are. With their roster construction, I don't know if that's baseball. That's that's a different kind of money ball. That's It's $1 billion lineup, so
Oh yeah.
I don't feel too bad for him.
You want to go through more of your notes for today, or if you have anything to vamp on? All right. Get your. A lot of people DM'd for the giveaway.
What are we giving
If you
away
haven't,
today?
I can't even remember what we were giving away. Please tell me if you remember. Des said it last week, and then I can't even remember it
That
now.
was a Kyle Tucker signed card.
Was it?
Heard that.
Oh, I'm on the wrong fucking account. I'm going to start writing names for on the wheel for the giveaway from last week. It was, I believe that was over under 9.5 hits for Paredes, Cam Smith, and Tucker. And
Tucker
they
might have
had
hit that
12 by the second game.
Yeah.
So anybody who said the over is going to be put into the drawing for the giveaway.
Thoughts on McCullers 4.5 line? Is that strikeouts? If so, still a little tough. I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would touch that. Dodgers win tonight 7-5. I do think it's going to be a higher scoring matchup. I think other than maybe tomorrow's game, we're going to see it's Valdez Ohtani tomorrow. Even though we're going to see an inning or two from Ohtani, I do think that'll be the lowest scoring game of the series. But
I mean, it's a fun matchup.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, it's a 4-gamer in LA.
Hunter Brown pitched.
Or sorry,
3.
it's a 3-gamer. I don't know why I said 4-gamer. It's a 3-gamer in LA. Hunter Brown is pitching. No, Hunter Brown probably won't throw until Cleveland, I'm assuming.
Okay.
I don't know. When did Hunter throw?
I don't know.
Did he throw game 1 of the Rockies series or game 2?
No,
Hunter
no.
Brown just threw on Wednesday, so he's not going to throw until at least the Cleveland series.
So we got it's going to be Gordon versus Sheehan.
Yeah, probably. It's TBD right now,
but I do think these are going to be high scoring series. I wish MLB would give us the juice balls like they give to the Yankees for these popularly these big televised series. I feel like anytime there's a Yankees or a Dodgers game that's on TBS, it's like the total score is like 20 runs. All right. He says Big City Wings, $25. Kyle Tucker signed card, Zing Zang Mix.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Thank you, Turtle.
What a guy.
All right, let me get these names written down on here. There was a lot of people who said over because it's kind of a bad line from Dez. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, it was Tia. I'm gonna need you to vamp for a little bit for me while I'm doing this.
Well, no, you've got me lost.
I think Andy has Andrew Arndt has won a lot of these. He's good at guessing.
Yeah.
Or he's been on my thing a lot.
Now, how many names do we have going?
So far, I think we have at least 5 that DM'd.
Kyle
more than that. More than that. Here we go. Yep, here goes Noberto. I'm just gonna write Noel for you. Turtle.
I saw Dez in an Astros meme post a little bit ago.
Yeah. Dez is one of the more memeable faces.
I got a Dez meme that I've yet to unleash. You know what I'm talking about, the one with the point. Where it's like
he's like the pictures I took of him in the stands.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, that's probably one that was posted.
No. I took those. What are you talking about? You took those.
I took those, didn't I?
100% I took those.
I'm pretty sure I took those.
I'm 100% sure you didn't, because it was you transferred them on your phone. Don't try to take credit. I took those pictures. Wow. You might be the only one here that knows how to use Twitter, but
it was definitely with my camera.
Brisket
no, it's with
ready
your camera. With
and
my
so
lens.
good. Even if the Astros lose, my day will not be bothered. That's very fair. I got some, got a couple pounds of Costco hot dogs, ready to go, shoot my guns in the air and everything.
Okay.
You ever done Roman candle fights?
Yeah, dude. I worked for a fireworks warehouse in my younger years.
Oh yeah. You still got the key?
To the warehouse?
Yeah.
Well, it was all of the top dog fireworks. You seen those all around?
I have.
Yeah, I worked for that company for a while. I would go around to every single one and unload containers of fireworks in the middle of June in Texas. Sweat my ass off. That's a little bit different than what we're doing right now. I've been on that side. Oh, I wish I had brisket right now. Oh my god. All right. I have Tia, Andy, Noberto, Turtle, Bryce, Caroline, and Buckets. I think that's all the ones that I have. If I didn't say your name, I'm sorry. I'm checking our DMs. I'm not seeing any others.
You should delete some of those DMs, Josh.
Yeah, there's like 1,000 from
Sabrina. It's crazy. She keeps texting you.
There's 1,000 from join this space, learn about crypto, or whatever.
You don't want to learn?
Calling it number 11 rookie of the year. Hell yeah, Cam Smith for the rookie of the year.
Jacob Wilson's going down. Jacob Wilson was batting like 380. He's down to like 340, which is insane still. But Jacob Wilson is quickly being caught. We got 38 RBIs from Cam to 40 from.
Break down the rest of the stats, the rest of their matchup stats. While I do this.
Jacob Wilson. Oh, also
both of them.
Aaron saying he didn't get his.
Oh.
All right. So let's look. Jacob Wilson is batting an even 339 right now. That's, if this was 2017, Altuve versus Judge MVP, I would say batting average matters, but we live in a stat era. So Jacob Wilson, 339 with a 380 on base percentage. So he's got an 853 OPS. So nothing to sneeze at. He's got, I think he's got 10 bombs on the season. So he's kind of, to say he's slowed down is, a bit of an overstatement because he's still doing great. And, he's the all-star starting shortstop in his rookie season. So this is going to be tough.
He's had a good year, but Cam is coming up on him.
What was it? Jackson Merrill and who else? Who was battling him for rookie?
Oh, Paul Skeens.
Yeah. I feel like this is not quite to that level, but this is a Jackson Merrill, Paul Skeens type of rookie of the year race we got going. It's good to see the young guys going in.
My bro Aaron sent his. I don't know. I don't have anything from Aaron. Did they send it to me personally? I don't have it in the.
No, man. Sabrina Carpenter. Yeah, she DMs Apollos from time to time.
Aaron what?
Cam is a plus 185 in Rookie of the Year voting, and Hunter is a plus 700 for Cy Young.
Yeah, it's gone up a lot.
Wilson
has 28 more games. That's very valid. It's very valid. It's so crazy that Cam is doing this, and he basically skipped the minors. Yeah. Skeens is special. Right. Yeah, Skeens is very special.
Can't have a...
I DM'd to Twitter.
It is important to skip the minors.
Aaron Hazel. Oh! No. No, I don't. DM the Twitter.
Skeens is special. Problem is the Pirates aren't special.
Is that
Hansel?
Send it to Apollo Media. Aaron Hansel. Is your brother Joe? Because I have your brother Joe's
So
DMs, but I don't have.
Aaron, we got a Joe Hansel's DM. If that's you,
No, that's his brother. I think that's his brother. That was like my brother sent it in. That's weird. You can also just tweet it if you want. Tweet it and like tag us. Maybe that'll help me see it. Maybe DMs are if DMs get messed up. I mean, Noberto just sent one in 7 minutes ago, and I got that.
I would trade Yordon for Skeens. Yeah, the Pirates are.
And then Roger, same thing. You have to just. I just have to see the screenshot of your guess, just to make sure. Keep it all on the up and up. I'll get ready to put your names on there though. You can also DM them to me at Apollo Josh. Calm down.
You're getting all worked up.
Sorry.
Need to get some brisket in you.
I do need some brisket. Immediately after this, we are going to the pool. Have some brisket. Going to our buddies. Don't hold out hope for Melton.
Do we hold out hope?
Oh, do we? I don't know why I read that like that. Yeah, Melton's coming back at some point. I don't think he had a season-ending injury. It's just taking a while. It would take a ransom to get him. Oh, for Skeens? Yeah, we're not getting Skeens.
Yeah, no, Skeens is not.
Unless it was a Luka thing where they don't shop him around. They just only like the Pirates GM and Dana like collude on something. Yeah, but like if they shop him around,
you get into a bidding war with Skeens. Oh my God, and it's the most expensive.
It's the most expensive bidding war ever. They get the Dodgers or Yankees could offer, or anybody with a good farm could offer so much for Skeens. Right. There's just no way the Astros would be able to. Got it, Roger.
You would get Roger. Probably every pick until the end of the century.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can trade picks now, right? Isn't that a thing? They've I don't know, the new CBA. They worked out something. Still haven't seen Aaron's. I got it, Rogers.
It says we split our bets. I went under. He went over. So Joe shouldn't be on there, and Aaron should be.
Yeah, I don't have Joe on here. I was just saying I had Joe DMs from last time. I mean, Joe, you send the screenshot to me in your. Send it to me. I don't know why I'm not seeing it, buddy. We got another guy here, Jonathan. Got you added.
Reminder: this is $25 Big City Wings gift card. Astros signed Kyle Tucker card. What was the third name?
Zing Zang.
Zing Zang
mix. Yeah, Zing Zang mix or something. They're a sponsor. Just giving you some free stuff.
We got some good.
Scare money, don't make money. Gonna lose them anyway. Oh, I fully agree, Josh. But I think they should trade him, similar to Ohtani with the Angels. Like, it's baseball. As much as you want a superstar, it's baseball. A team. Look at the Tigers. A team of 5 really good players trumps one superstar almost any time. A pitcher's different, and Ohtani obviously is different as well. But apparently not different enough because the Angels didn't win shit with Ohtani. Right. So like,
with Ohtani basically being 5 players.
Yeah. Yeah. If I'm the Pirates, I'm getting more than what the Nationals got for Soto, and look what the Nationals got for Soto. Look how that's doing for them. Mm-hmm. They got some studs. They got Wood and Abrams and Mackenzie Gore and more.
Is the Instagram one?
It does that sometimes. It's probably still going. Aaron and Joe. Aaron, send the screenshot to Joe and have Joe send it to me. So I mean, I'm probably just gonna put you down. I believe you. Like, I trust you.
We're in the.
I'll have to just send it see it eventually.
Contract, right?
Yes.
So, say we get bad news about another injury. And we don't have the depth that we think we have.
Yeah.
are you still looking at letting him walk?
No. Oh, letting him walk?
Yeah.
And like re-signing him, you're talking about? I would consider re-signing him, but he's gonna want like $250 million. He's gonna get a big contract.
It's tough because I also have another question with apparently the talk is that Astros and Astros really want to work on an extension for Pena right now, but Pena, he's represented by Scott Boras, and if there's one thing Scott Boras is notorious for is getting squeezing every last dollar. So
Yeah.
if we don't work out a deal with Pena, this season, his price only goes up. Do you think, with the way Bryce is looking, there's any chance? I understand it's completely different because Pena doesn't have the injury history that Correa did, and Pena is younger than Correa. Do you think there's any way that we look at Bryce as a Pena replacement? I know he's not a short.
Luckily we have time.
Yeah.
But I don't see Bryce as that.
Right, especially because Bryce is looking like he's MLB ready very soon.
Yeah, and he's also he's not that young, right? Yeah. He's like 24.
No, I think he's 22.
Is he? I thought he was 23, 24.
23. Oh, he'll turn 24 at the start of next season.
All right. Indy, you are on the wheel. I have Aaron on the wheel. I have John on the wheel.
We can get it done. Pena has to get it done. I would love for
Pena to I think Pena's going to stay.
Yeah.
I think it's just he's going to cost more than they were trying to get away with.
Right.
Let me join this. Okay.
Indy asks if he's on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Indy's on there. She's on there.
Bite your tongue. No way Matthews is that guy. I said no way Pena is that guy when we were looking at trading Correa. You just never know about those kind of guys.
You do never know, but
yeah, Pena. I mean, Pena kind of came out of nowhere.
I went and saw Pena in Sugarland. I was like, this dude is a fucking stud. And then it took a couple years to really pan out after the playoffs, of course. All right, you want to spin a wheel? I'm throwing in. Oh, let me get that over here. I'm throwing in, just for fun, I'm throwing in, since we're talking about him, Bryce Matthews, first Bowman card.
Oh, dude, that's my card.
Sorry, dude. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, well.
You still have a signed one. All right, so we have Roger, John, Aaron, Tia, Andy, Norberto, Turtle, Bryce, Caroline, and Buckets.
That's a lot of names.
A lot of names and a lot of bad handwriting. That's for sure.
Yeah. All right.
Tommy John don't care about pictures of the future.
Tommy John is knocking on the door of, he's going door to door. Grim Reaper this season.
I mean, knock on all the wood in the world.
Right.
That's been Frammer's biggest plus.
Right.
And the way he throws, he could throw his whole career, right. he could throw well into his late 30s. All right, let's spin this wheel, and then we got to think of our giveaway for next week. This is for a $25 Big City Wings gift card, a signed Kyle Tucker card, a first Bowman Bryce Matthews card. First, if you don't know anything about cards, first Bowmans are basically the first card for a player when they become a pro, when they get drafted.
There's no second place. This is first place or bust.
Yeah, it's first place or bust.
All right, let's get into.
You're either first or last.
Stakes. Go.
Big money, big money, big money, big money, big money. No whammies, big money. Andrew Arndt. I don't know if you like being called Andy or not, but it's just easier to write Andy on there. There we go. It was so close to Tia and Norberto, but it's Andy.
Don't get their hopes up.
You know what?
Man. That's cruel.
I had it mirrored the whole time. Oops. My bad. You just have to look at it with your eyes crossed. All right. Andrew Arndt, our winner. Shout out. What should our prompt be for next week? I think I do like the ones that just incorporate the weekend series so that people have more than like 24 hours to get their screenshots into me. I liked having all those kind of ahead of time. 2025.
Let's
I see
up the
Cam
stakes for next time.
Pena at some point.
You know,
old
I
production.
think you should put your car in there. Put your car.
My car, pink slips. Let's not do that. Shout out Andrew Arndt. GG's. For next week. So we have the Dodgers. I think we'll make this very, very simple.
Signed Ohtani 101 card.
Yeah. I will throw some cards in there. I have a lot of Astros cards now doing my Astros thing. So we'll reveal what the Astros cards are next week because I'll have to pick out the ones I want to give away.
Also, if you're looking to buy some Astros cards, we've got a lot.
I have a lot now. We might do a little fun like whatnot stream type of thing, or I don't know, something.
Sorry about that, Andy. It's just at least it's 4th of July.
You're gonna enjoy your day. It'll be all right. It'll be right. There's one every week. You join every week. I'm sure all of our main like people that are always in chat, you're gonna win one eventually. I got an Nolan Ryan Astros jersey. That's nice.
I always, I personally, I've been burned a lot with jerseys of players who leave. So when I'm like, especially if I'll get a gift for someone, it'll be a retired player. Like I got my brother Hakeem Rockets jersey.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Next week, get your guesses in now. We're coming up at 1 p.m., so we're almost over. So get your guesses in now.
I think it should be total runs for the entire series.
Nah. I'm going to make it really simple because I like having a lot of names on here. So it's going to be a yes or no question.
Well, yeah, but I was just over under.
Yeah, but then we have to make a line and like it's hard to know.
All right, let's go.
Very simple. Who wins this series with the Dodgers? Astros or Dodgers? Very simple question. You can say Astros, be a homer, and maybe it's true, and we hope it's true, and I hope they win. Or you can be a little cheeky and say the Dodgers and be on the smaller side of it.
Right, Norberto, your time is coming soon. It's coming.
Yeah, I mean, Norberto and Andrew Arndt, I think, are the two that have like been on the wheel the most so far. I think Norberto's been on it like 3 times. He's gotten these correct. So,
all right, let's get those guesses.
Keep getting those shots up. Who wins this weekend series, Astros or Dodgers? That's how you get your name in the giveaway if you are correct. Got one for the Astros, one for Dodgers.
It's getting contentious.
I'm assuming it's going to be about 80-20 Astros.
I love them, but no way.
I mean, it might be a strategy.
The thing is,
if I was doing this every week, if I was in the audience with us doing this every week, I would absolutely look at what everybody else is saying and just do the opposite.
Right.
And just percentage-wise, maybe.
I will say you have to look at we've got Valdez, McCullers, and Gordon going. They have Sheehan, Ohtani pitching very limited innings.
Kasparius.
It's you say no way, but
I think McCullers is also. Yeah, I don't. Those blow-ups for McCullers, even though it's happened twice now, I don't think that's the norm for him.
Right.
And I also don't think he's going to do that back-to-back starts and also on the road.
You got to view this as spring training still.
Yeah, I mean, this is essentially he's still getting through it. 2 for the Astros, 1 for the Dodgers. Get your guesses in, people. We got 3 guesses in total. Another Astros.
Okay.
Another Astros.
Nice. All right. This is at a.
Make sure you take your screenshot.
5-1. 5-1
Astros.
Right 6-1. I see 6 smart people in the chat.
I mean,
I don't know. It is tough. They've got a great lineup.
It's going to be a really good series. It's going to be fun either way. Who's all going to Cobos tonight for the 999 challenge? McClueless? Come on now.
This would be better. All right, 7 for the Astros.
7 for the Astros.
I think trying the 999 challenge for me, I couldn't make it past the fourth.
When we did it for a video, Garrett and John B both 8-9. I was filming, so that was my excuse to only eat 3. Because I needed to film. But
Dog night the other night, we got what was it, 20 for the 4 of us or something?
Yeah.
Oh.
We had a whole tray.
We
have a lot for the Astros here. There's only 1 for the Dodgers. So basically, if the Dodgers win, Josh wins it.
Ooh.
We're giving away a couple Astros cards, and then it's summer, so we'll give away another tank top. Walker loves hitting Dodger Stadium.
He also loves hitting in the Rockies Stadium. I think Walker has a couple good series. You start to see that batting average kind of be 230, 240, and I think that's okay for the middle of the lineup, especially if he's got, if he's driving people in at the right time.
Yeah, that's his big thing has been runners in scoring position. Another for the Astros. Josh, I get it. I saw the game. McCullers was bad. He was awful. But I'm not gonna. Baseball is a game of adjustment. So right. I'm not gonna bet on him being that bad again. If he is, then we'll talk about that when that happens. But I'm not gonna just keep shitting on him and expect him to be bad. Yeah, you got to root for your guys. I get it being, pessimistic about it. That's fine. You can be. But
give away an old poster. Ooh.
Do we have any old? I have an old Framber poster.
You got a Framberized?
Yeah, let me grab one of those.
Yeah. These when we first started Apollo Ball, these were our strike zones. We would put up a Framberized poster, and I was beating Josh just about every week. If I won the giveaway because I bet on the Dodgers, I would feel dirty. It's fair. So I think it's like a 12-1 split, Astros Dodgers.
Pretty much. Yeah. So we're gonna give away a couple Astros cards, and instead of the tank top, we're gonna give away a Hose Mad poster and a Prepare to be Framberized poster. I forget we have these posters. This is Prepare to be Framberized.
Remember that when you have this Hose Mad in your room, and someone walks in 5-6 years later and says, "Why is there an orange on there?" Just know you're part of history.
Yeah, this is not retro. Get out of here. Look at that. Ooh. Bam. Hate to say it, Dodgers. All right, we have 2 for the Dodgers now.
That's fair. You gotta, even if it's a nasty thing to say.
Indy, if I want to give away because I bet on the Dodgers to win, I would feel so dirty. Yeah. That's valid. That's fair. That's fair. His start is malpractice when he. All right, calm down. Logan Van Way is not that guy, pal.
Our pitching has started to. I will say though, you got Gordon, Gusto, and Walter, and you look at Arrighetti last year, and Arrighetti started to fade a little bit. But the thing is, last year the reinforcements just weren't coming. This year, they're far in the distance.
Yeah,
but we've got the reinforcements, and we're just asking these guys to hold on for a little bit, and they're giving us length.
I mean, they've pretty much put your team in a chance to win it almost every time. You have the occasional like seven unearned run start where you're like, all right, but it's not
pitch 6 innings.
Yeah, and then you still didn't blow up the bullpen for the next game. Let's see, Dodgers. I think we have 3 for the Dodgers now. Make sure you screenshot it, and then if you are correct either way, DM it or just tag us. Maybe that works better. Oh, we've been missing a lot of IG stuff. Oh, okay.
I acknowledge both of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't win it, but won't lose it. I'm okay with that for these pitchers. That some of them not even past the AA level. These are pitchers that this is one of the reasons where having one of the best bullpens in the MLB comes in handy.
Yeah.
You have these guys that will get you, 4 or 5 innings, and then you have quality to go the rest of the way.
Yeah, they're in a good spot. I really like where they're at. I'm really excited for this series. Last second, get your guesses in. Astros or Dodgers? Who's going to win the series?
Give it till 110.
110. Yep. I just realized we had we didn't even have the right thing on the old time. We had first half awards still on there.
So,
okay. Yeah, that's it. Astros Dodgers. Big weekend matchup, July 4th. We're going to go enjoy our holiday. We might go hit up some Big City Wings, Houston's Wing Joint, Apollo's Wing Joint. Go get you, I think it's Michelob Ultra Friday. I'm not sure if they're doing 4th of July stuff. That's on me not knowing that. Also, Zing Zang, America's #1 Bloody Mary mix. Blazing Bloody Mary mix made with vodka, already mixed in the can, or you can buy the mix separate at your local Specs. Yeah.
All right, Josh. A little bit of 4th of July trivia for you.
Okay.
Birthday of America, 1776. So we're at 249 right now. What is the 250th anniversary called?
Bicentennial.
Bicentennial's 200.
Oh.
Bicentennial was 1976. What a year to be alive.
I don't know.
Semi-quincentennial.
Ugh. I feel like you can't say that.
Or sometimes it's a sesquicentennial.
I feel like you're not allowed to say that.
I don't know.
I feel the same way with the Phils and Cubs. Astros jersey pitching will give us. Yeah, I agree. Thanks, Josh. It's what? Thank you for hanging out with us on a Friday. We'll be back next Friday talking ball again. Talk every Friday. We also have plenty of stuff going on the YouTube channel. We have a soccer podcast now. The F1 podcast is starting to blow up. Is that like the last one they posted?
Don't say that about F1, man. Come on.
The last F1 they posted is at like 12K.
Nice.
It's kind of blowing up. Yeah, we talk Astros, Rockets, Texans, any other sports thing. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hang out with us every Friday at noon. Yeah, thank you for coming to spend your 4th of July with us. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for watching and listening to Beyond the Diamond podcast.
Till next time.
Go Stros.